Hey, gang. Thanks for being patient. Took me a minute to get things. Oh, look at what I'm missing. Look at all the things that I'm missing. There we go. I'm a bit of a silly boy. We use this screen during the Coffin Cuddles collabs. That will be happening again this Saturday. And we have some fun stuff planned again, so make sure you catch up for that. But I forgot to disable a few things. I got most of them. I at least deleted Coffin and centered myself again, but whatever. I really should just make a separate window for collab peeps so that I just don't even have to worry about it. Hopefully the audio is good. I've been playing with things to try to make sure that things are not coming in too hot like they were last week. Another thing that's going to make sure I'm not coming in too hot is I have a sore throat. And it sucks. But you know what? It didn't stop me from doing hypnosis sessions all day, and it's not going to stop me from doing stuff with you guys. Because the stuff we do during the weekly Wednesday stream is important. Funnily enough, I always complain that you guys never actually feed back with me during the stream, as you shouldn't, because you're supposed to be focusing and listening and just letting yourself go into trance. But I had a client today who was very non-responsive, who basically just goes straight coma because he goes super deep. And I was trying to do essentially what we're doing today with him, and he just wasn't responding. And it was like, as I was doing it, I was like, oh, it's just like I'm streaming. Fantastic. Well, that works, but I'm going to try to be easy on my throat. I could call in sick. I could say, F it, I'm going to lie down. You guys can wait till next week to have your weekly anti-anxiety stream. But you know what? I got to be a professional. I got to be here for you guys. And you know what? I'm not just saying that. It is important. I want to do everything I can to do everything I can. And this is an important stream for everyone's mental health. It's something for me as well. I get to relax. I get to wind down a bit. Maybe do a couple of mindless dailies in the background, but you know what? Whatever. I actually got to train because next week we're having a little bit of a Skullgirls tournament. So I'm in the middle of my training arc, getting a few of those achievements I never actually got in the past. Just for kicks and giggles, figuring out who I want to play as, because it's been a long ass time since I played Skullgirls. I actually used to have all the achievements in that game, and then they added a bunch, like assholes. So, oh well, gives me an excuse to go back to it. Maybe we'll get people to play some Battle Block Theater as well. I've been toying with that idea. That could be fun as well. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep talking. And what I guess technically does pass for my hypnotist voice, on account of the fact that I don't have a tremendous amount of choice in the matter, with my voice being the way that it is. So what we're going to do, we've done a few different things. We skipped a couple of weeks. We're going to go back and do our usual routine, our usual visit to the mental sanctuary, to let go of the things we need to let go of, to accept the things we need to accept, to change the things we need to change, just because it's something that does need to happen every now and then as a matter of routine, as a matter of daily practice. And you know, that is kind of the theme this week. I find I've had a lot of clients who've been coming to me for different stuff, and a big part of what we've been doing is just making sure people have time for the daily practice. I've had one client who's been coming to me for insomnia, and I still need to make him a custom recording. But you know, he's been practicing with a generic recording that I gave him, one that I give everyone, for a couple of weeks now, and it's had fantastic results. And it really is as a result of keeping up that standard practice. And that's why this little exercise is important. I'm not asking you to meditate for an hour a day. I'm not asking you to live on your meditation pillow. But I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are maybe not having the most fantastic week, or things aren't going quite the way that they should, or maybe you just need to take a break because half the week's down and there's another week or a half a week to go. Yeah, sorry guys, this is a week and a half week. I'm not sure if anybody told you. Bad news. Apologies. But yeah, you just kind of need to take that break. You need to have that mental health, you time, that relax, that mindfulness, and that's what we do here, and we take it seriously, and I hope you take it seriously. When you're doing these, when you're lurking, and again, I don't expect or even necessarily want a whole lot of feedback during this stream. During other streams, yes, absolutely. This stream, not so much. But if you are listening to the stream, watching it, whether live or after the fact, you're not just listening. You're not just here and letting it play. You're not even falling asleep to it. You're focusing on it. You're being mindful, being present, being in the moment. Even with the occasional cough. I will try to mute that when I can. But we're going to go ahead and get right into it, and hopefully my throat survives. It should. I hope it does. It would be nice. That would be the ideal scenario. I'm sure my throat will be fine. I'm just going to have to try to be quick on the mute button when it's time to clear my throat in some way. So, as I'm talking, as I'm sitting here wasting time, and maybe you are just listening in the background, but now is the time to stop listening. Now is the time to start focusing. And you know, focus is really the principal factor, the key element, the main part of hypnosis. Because, you know, it's kind of like if you've ever gotten engrossed in a project or watching TV or just gotten really involved with something and started to lose track of time. Because when you focus all your attention on something, not even my voice, just anything in general, hypnosis is the natural end result. I'm going to give you a little bit of hypnosis trivia. I don't think I've ever mentioned this on the stream. But back in the day, they used to call hypnosis mesmerism. Back when Franz Anton Mesmer, which by the way is the name of my Mesmer in Guild Wars 2, came up with the theories of animal magnetism and other weird stuff, and just kind of figuring out why people were getting healed when he did the things that he did, waving rods over them, whatever. He didn't really get the whole focus thing. He didn't understand principles of hypnosis yet. He understood the principles of just, if you do this, these things happen, and there was an element of showmanship to everything he did, and it was rather interesting. But he didn't really get it. It wasn't until later when things started getting a little more scientific with James Braid. And he's the one that coined the word hypnosis. And the funny thing is, he coined that word to differentiate it from mesmerism, but later on they found out that, you know what, it wasn't quite what the word hypnosis implies, because the word hypnosis implies sleep. And it's not sleep, it's another state entirely. And so he tried to rename it after the fact. It's like, wait, this isn't hypnosis. We need to give it another name here. We gotta fix our branding. He actually tried to call it monoideism. Monoideism, not hypnosis, not hypnotism, monoideism. So if he had had his way, if that had caught on, I would be a street monoideist. Thankfully, it did not. But it sort of makes the point. Monoideism. Mono. Idea. One idea. Mono. Idea. One idea. Because if you can wrap your mind around one singular idea, hypnosis is the natural end result. Or I guess if you want to be super accurate, monoideism is the natural end result. You don't use that word. It sounds stupid, but that is technically what it is. So that's why your focus is really, really important. Vital even. It is the very essence of hypnosis. That's why you have people that focus on the spinning pendulums. You have people focusing on the spinning discs, or the pendulum swinging. Not the spinning pendulum. That might be a little bit less effective. You can try spinning it. I guess you could hit someone over the head with it and knock it out. That would be kind of Way to put someone under. I'm not sure how productive it would be. You know what? Further experimentation is necessary. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get right into things. I'm done making lame attempts at being funny. Hopefully you've had a chance to find a place to sit down, sit back, relax, and close your eyes. And as you sit back, relax, eyes closed, as you've done in the past, just taking a moment to let yourself be in the moment. Nothing else you need to do right now, nothing else anybody needs from you. Now is just your time to focus on you. As you breathe, as you listen to my voice, just taking a moment to focus on your breathing. As you focus on your breathing, just fully connecting with that breath. Feeling the air as it comes in and as it goes out. Feeling that gentle, steady, rhythmic rise and fall of your chest, just breathing in relaxation. And exhaling tension and worry with every breath you take. Just letting yourself do that. Again, focusing, fully connecting with that breathing. Not trying to change it. Just forgetting about everything but your breath for now. And as you breathe, as you listen to my voice, just shifting your attention now. Shifting all of your focus, all of your attention, just for now, just on my voice, focusing on my voice. And as you focus on my voice, I want you to imagine that it's as if you can just forget about everything but my voice for now. It's as if you could just forget about the past, forget about the future, forget about any cares, thoughts, worries, concerns, just letting yourself be present in the moment, relaxed, calm, peaceful, and still. As you focus on my voice, as you focus on my words, and as you focus on the pauses between my words. You know, there's going to be certain sounds around you. There's going to be things happening off in the distance, maybe outside, noises, sounds around you. You just find that all those sounds around you, they don't bother or distract you. In fact, they just seem to help you to focus. They just seem to encourage you to relax, to go inside, to let go. And just like the sounds around you, there's going to be that internal chatter. There's going to be thoughts trying to spring to mind. Stuff trying to go on in your head. But just like the sounds around you, I don't want you to be bothered or distracted by those thoughts. I don't want you to try to quiet them. I don't want you to be frustrated by them. All I want you to do is, as you become aware, you can just let them pass. As those thoughts come up immediately, instantly, you can simply let them go. You just keep bringing your attention back to my voice. And if you've done these sessions before, it just gets easier and easier, more and more natural to not even think about it, just bringing your attention back to my words. Again, that focus being vitally important. And over time, those thoughts, they can just get quieter and quieter. More and more still. You don't need them right now. You can listen to them later. They're not going anywhere. But the more you focus on my voice, you notice. You don't think about, but you notice there is that sense of strength, of self-control, of empowerment that comes from being in the moment. There's a feeling as if, you know what, you can just do anything. That you put that amazingly powerful subconscious mind to. We're going to do a few different things today. Again, things we've done in the past and things that we're trying that are new and different. Some of the things we do are important routines and rituals and things that are easier and easier to ingrain and become habit. And then some things we do that are just kind of new and different and keeping things fresh as well as we address different things. And in a moment, as you continue to simply focus on my voice, in a moment, I'm just going to count down the numbers 10 down to 1, and with every number I count, just finding yourself feeling physically even more comfortable, relaxed, safe, secure, letting go of any negative energy, stress, tension all throughout your body, letting go of any pain and discomfort, letting go of any urges or cravings all throughout your body. With every number I count, with every number in your mind as well, feeling a growing sense of quiet, peace, stillness, tranquility, maybe even feeling just pleasantly, blissfully empty and blank. And feeling better and better with every number I count. As I count down the numbers 10, following my voice, 9, 8, that's right, 7, 6, just giving yourself permission to let go, 5, not even trying to do anything at all, just allowing it to happen, 4, that's right, 3, 2, and just letting yourself go all the way down, 1, that's right. And there's no limit to how deep you can go. There's no limit to how good you can feel. There's no limit to how much you can let your mind open up to those positive changes that you want to make for all the right reasons. And we're going to do a little exercise today. Again, one we've done in the past, but one that is very effective and important to practice and get better and better at. No, we're just going to go back down to that place of sanctuary, that special place deep down inside. And maybe this is the first time you've done it, and that's okay. And maybe you've done it before and you can look forward to and enjoy the journey back. What I want you to do for me now is, in your imagination, in your mind's eye. I want you to picture, imagine, and pretend for me now that you're standing at the top of a set of 3 escalators leading down. Just imagining 3 escalators leading down from where you are. 1 escalator leading to the next, 1, 2, 3, one after another. Going all the way down, and you're standing at the top of the very first one. And as you're standing at the top of that first escalator, in a moment, I'm just going to give you a period of silence, and you're just going to take that first escalator all the way down. You're just feeling yourself physically descending, going down, riding that first escalator all the way down. Feeling yourself physically going down, and when you reach the bottom of that first escalator, just noticing how you feel different. And so just taking that first escalator, stepping onto it now, just riding it down, all the way down. Again, feeling yourself physically descending, going down, that's right. As you do, that's right, as you reach the bottom of that first escalator, in a moment, I'm going to give you another period of silence. That's because now you're standing at the top of that second escalator. And this second escalator is an even nicer escalator. You can tell just from looking at it. Better craftsmanship, better quality. You can tell just from looking at it that when you step onto this next escalator, it's going to feel as if it's an even smoother ride down. When you step onto this escalator, not just yet, but in a moment, it's going to feel as if that escalator is just taking away, melting away, draining away any negative energy, stress, tension. It's going to feel as if that escalator is taking away, melting away, draining away any negative thoughts, cares, worries, concerns. So that by the time you reach the bottom of the second escalator, just feeling profoundly comfortable, calm, relaxed, tranquil, peaceful, serene, still, maybe even feeling just pleasantly, blissfully empty and blank. And when you reach that point, when you've arrived, when you're there, again, just noticing how much better you feel, how much quieter you feel. So as you take that second escalator all the way down, now, again, just feeling yourself physically descending, going down, riding that escalator all the way down. That's right. That's right. Now you've reached that third and final escalator. This escalator, this is the nicest escalator. This one's the best craftsmanship, the best quality. You can tell just from looking at it that when you step onto this third and final escalator, it's going to feel almost as if you're just drifting down on a cloud. And at the bottom of that third and final escalator is a room that I like to call the room of relaxation. And again, it's a perfect room of relaxation, just for you. Just the style you like, and the furnishings, and the layout, and the details, and the colors, and the decorations, and everything about it. Perfect, just right, just for you. And there's a chair waiting for you in that room of relaxation. And again, it's the perfect chair for you. Just the style you like, make and model and materials, features, everything about that chair. Perfect, just right, just for you. And that inviting chair, that comfortable chair, just waiting for you. In that room of relaxation at the bottom of that third and final escalator. So in a moment, I'm just going to give you one more period of silence, just taking that third and final escalator all the way down. Feeling yourself physically descending, going down, riding that escalator all the way down. And again, just noticing what changes, how you feel different as you reach the bottom, as you reach the end, as you take that escalator all the way down. Now, that's right. That's right. Now you reach that room of relaxation, and as you look around the room, noticing everything about that room. Noticing the layout, the details. Noticing the decorations, the furniture, the lighting. Noticing everything about that room. Everything about it. That's right. And there's that inviting chair, that comfortable chair. As you walk over to it, you sit down in that chair, you sit back, you relax, you close your eyes, and you let yourself just sleep. Just sleep. That's right. And as you lie back, again, just letting yourself feel open to however it is that you need to feel. Again, maybe there's something that needs to heal physically or feel better so that you can go about your day without the distraction. Maybe just feels good to let go of the anxiety, to just quiet your mind, calm your thoughts. Give yourself permission to be peaceful. Maybe there's a specific limiting belief or thought that you know needs to go. And you can just let yourself be open to that thing going. You know, I always liken it to the street hypnosis that I used to do. And we used to do routines like taking away people's names or sticking them to walls, or, you know, weird things where we give them a trigger that they have to do certain things when they hear music, or snap my fingers, or they can't speak, or whatever it is. And we all have a good laugh about it, you know, typical street hypnosis type stuff, very basic things. But it really shows the power of the subconscious mind, where if you let a limiting belief in, a limiting thought, it can literally keep you from moving forward. But at the end of the show, at the end of the demonstration, you know what? I removed the suggestions because, you know what? They were never really a part of you or them or anyone else in the first place. They really are just suggestions. They really are just beliefs. They're not necessarily true. They're not necessarily helpful or constructive. And you can just start to let them go. You can just start to let them pass. And in a moment, I'm going to take you to a place where that gets even easier. In a moment, I'm going to show you something really cool. Again, maybe you've never done this before, or maybe you've done previous streams. In a moment, we're going to go all the way back to that place of sanctuary. I'm going to guide you to a much more aware, focused, heightened state of mind. I'd like you to allow me to guide you to that place of pure, unobstructed thought, a place where change and healing are even more easily, readily available. In a moment, I'm going to begin guiding your mind higher and higher, and while I'm doing that, your body just continues to go deeper and deeper. Your mind may even feel like it's leaving your body, going to a place where it's clear and open and powerful and wonderful. And while it's doing that, your body is just going to continue to enjoy a deep, restful sleep as it heals and becomes rejuvenated and revitalized and does everything it needs to do to support the changes that you're making now. And as you continue to focus on my voice, as your body continues to drift deeper and deeper, becoming more and more comfortable, more and more at peace, I'd like your mind to do something a little bit different. Your mind can begin to feel free of that physical part of you and start to move to a much higher place, a place where awareness comes more easily, a place of self-healing, a place of understanding all there is to know. And I want to help guide you up to that level. So here's what I'm going to do. In a moment, I'm just going to count the numbers from 1 up to 10. And with every number I say, that physical part of you just letting go even more completely, just going deeper and deeper. And on the other hand, your mind, that mental part of you, that special part of you, is almost like a balloon filled with helium, beginning to move and lift and rise easily, effortlessly. And the higher it moves, the better you feel. The more comfortable you feel, moving up into peace and joy. As your mind moves higher and higher, just a greater sense of awareness, becoming more and more aware of yourself at every level. As your mind moves higher and higher, just a pleasantness of feeling coming across you, a beautiful inner tranquility, becoming part of who and what you are. So just letting that happen. As you take this journey with me now, as I count the numbers 1 to 10, starting with the number 1. Just imagining your mind now, that special part of you just beginning to become free. 2, moving higher and lighter and freer. 3, casting off any negative anchors of the physical part of you. 4, free to rise, and the higher you go up, the better you feel. 6, even higher now. 7, up and up like a balloon filled with helium, just drifting off. 8, into the clear blue sky. 9, so much higher. And 10, and just resting here, where you are now. Feeling wonderful, feeling so good and so alive and so relaxed at this point now, just letting yourself get used to where you are and how you feel. Already at this point, just maybe becoming aware of things around you, feelings, sensations, energy that you don't normally notice. And so just letting yourself sit here and rest for just a moment. But there's a level much higher than this. There's a level so much beautifully higher than where you are now. And I want to take you up to that level. I want to see if you can allow yourself to go up to that beautiful level of higher mind, of greater clarity, of absolute focus, that place of freedom from any fears or inhibitions, that place of safety and sanctuary and security. And it's easy for you to get there. All you have to do is nothing. Absolutely nothing. More nothing than you've ever done before. I want you to imagine that coming straight up from where you are now is a tunnel. It's a beautiful tunnel. It's lit from lights you can't see. It just glows. It's a pleasant place. It's a comfortable place. And as I count once more from 1 up to 10, your mind moves up into that tunnel, so high. And if you look in your mind's eye, you can see at the other end of that tunnel, there's a light, there's a brightness, there's a peacefulness, and you know that it's a place of joy and happiness, of relief and self-control and strength just waiting for you at the other end. That place of mindfulness. And you don't know what that place of sanctuary looks like yet, or what it is, or where it is, but we're going to find out together. As I count the numbers 1 to 10 now. Well, again, just letting your mind drift up through that tunnel, and the higher you go up, the better you feel. The more comfortable you feel, moving up into peace and joy, starting with the number 1. Just imagining your mind now, a special part of you, just beginning to become free. And 2, moving higher and lighter and freer. 3, going up and up that tunnel. 4, 5, going quicker and quicker. 6, getting closer and closer. 7, up and up, that's right. 8, and as you get closer and closer to the other end of that tunnel. 9, you reach the other end of that tunnel and you come out the other end. And 10. And there you are, surrounded by that positive, joyful, happy place, and just resting here where you are now. And just noticing what you notice, seeing what you see, hearing what you hear, feeling what you feel. And as you're there, in that place of sanctuary, again, just noticing what you notice. Noticing how you feel better. Maybe there are things you can think of, habits or thoughts or something going on inside you that maybe feels a bit troublesome or has been a problem, that's been getting in your way. And just starting to think about what it's going to feel like to be free of that problem, to not need it anymore. Thinking about what that's going to enable you to do differently. How you're going to feel differently, react differently, respond differently. Thinking about what can start to happen, what can start to change as a result of you just doing things differently, as a result of you having that amazingly powerful subconscious mind. And maybe you're going to notice that you feel more comfortable in certain situations that in the past might have been a bit of a bother, or would have been more stressful or made you more anxious than you really needed to be, or maybe even just kept you from doing them entirely. But instead, from today on, again, just noticing how you do start to feel different, more and more comfortable, more and more at ease, more and more tranquil, serene, still, just doing things differently. And I'm not going to bore you with the stories, things that I've already told you in the past, of things that I've done for myself or maybe for others, about how you can start to feel differently, think differently, react differently, respond differently, make certain changes, do certain things. Just knowing that you have that amazingly powerful subconscious mind. You've got all the strength and self-control in the world to think and feel and do whatever it is you want to. And just letting everything I've been saying, letting everything you're imagining, letting it all sink in, letting it all be accepted, all be absorbed in whatever way is best, in whatever way is most positive and most powerful for you as you let yourself just And in a moment, we're going to slowly start to bring things back. But every time we do this, you just remind yourself of who you are. Deep down inside, you're not the traumas or the bad triggers or the bad memories. You're not that thing that feels sometimes like it's got control over you. You're not that bad habit or anything like that. Those are just things that don't belong there, that you don't deserve to have, and that don't deserve to be there. You just feel as if, you know what? You can be free of those things. You can be free of any negative fears or inhibitions or limiting beliefs or negative self-talk. Again, none of those things belong there. They don't need to be there. They're not really a part of you. Sometimes they feel like they are if they've been there a while, but no, that's not the case at all. If we can do crazy things on a stage where people think that they're Justin Bieber or they're, terrified of, my coffee mug, or I can make them fall in love with the person beside them, of course you can just stop doing that negative habit. Of course, change is easy when you make it where it really matters, where it actually counts. In a moment, I'm just going to count down the numbers 10 down to 1, and as I do, just saying goodbye to this place of sanctuary, just for now, just for a time. Drifting all the way back down to that room of relaxation where your body's been doing its own work to heal and rest and repair and restore and doing everything it needs to do to support the changes that you're making now. And so as I count down the numbers 10 down to 1, just bringing all those positive changes, leaving behind the negative stuff for now. As I count down the numbers 10 down to 1, starting with the number 10, just saying goodbye to this place of sanctuary just for now. Just for a time, 9. Letting go, drifting all the way back down, 8. Bringing those positive changes with you, just feeling like a brand new person. Like a brand new you, 7. As you drift down, almost feeling like a feather. Drifting all the way down, 6. That's right. 5. And you can imagine that body far below you in that room of relaxation, 4. And as you drift down, 3. That's right. You start to reconnect with those hands, those feet, those legs, those arms, that chest, that back, that stomach, those shoulders, that head. 2, and just letting yourself go. All the way down. 1. That's right. And as you're there in that room of relaxation, again, just letting yourself feel how you want to feel, think how you want to think, do what you want to do. Again, just feeling more and more like a brand new person, a brand new you, the best version of yourself possible every time we do these sessions. And as you get up out of that chair in that room of relaxation, you look around the room and there's just one big long escalator leading up now. And as you imagine that escalator leading up, you step onto it, you start to ride that escalator up, and you can feel yourself starting to come back up to the room. Bringing those positive changes with you, just feeling like a brand new person, a brand new you. Just feeling like the best version of yourself possible. And again, every day that goes by, just feeling more and more as if you can do whatever it is you want to do, not being held back by the negative thoughts or the limiting beliefs that really just only exist inside your mind. And in a moment, In a moment, I'm just going to count down. I'm going to count the numbers from 1 to 5. And as I count the numbers 1 to 5, coming all the way back up to the room, bringing those positive changes with you. Again, just feeling like a brand new person, a brand new you. Feeling just like the best version of yourself possible. As I count the numbers 1 to 5, starting with the number 1, energy starting to come back into your body. 2, still feeling relaxed and calm and peaceful, but at the same time feeling energized and recharged and ready to go. 3, feeling like you've had a wonderful nap. 4, feeling as if your entire body has been washed and refreshed and bathed in a crystal clear stream of water. Take a deep breath in, energy giving oxygen filling up your lungs. And 5, eyes open, wide awake, wide awake. Well, hopefully somebody out there got something out of that. And of course, we do these things every single Wednesday. We try to. Sometimes I can't do it because of work or something else happens. I almost had an excuse not to do it today because I was sick, but I was like, well, no, you know what? That's not good enough. Even if one person out there benefits from this and it helps them get through their week, you know what? It's worth it. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. It looks like no one I know is streaming again. I need to follow more people on Twitch. I'm just not a Twitch guy. I'm a YouTube guy. I'd stream more on YouTube if I thought there was value in it. But you know what? Wherever the audience is, that's where I'll hang out. Whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Again, Saturday is going to be another Terraria collab with Coffin Cuddles. And we've got some fun planned for that. She doesn't know what the fun is, but she's going to find out. Sunday will always be the chill stream, and we're going to try to do some variety stuff here and there. So this last month has been kind of weird. August tends to be quiet, and relatively speaking, it has been business-wise, but it's also been weird and somewhat hectic and odd in its scheduling, and that's... You know what? I gotta put certain things first, and that's where I make my money right now. If one day I become a big successful VTuber and I end up working for you guys, so be it, but today is not that day. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Hopefully I see you around next time. Again, this is the quiet stream. I don't expect a whole lot of chatter, but next time I expect you to talk. I want to get to know you. I want to start building more of a community here. There's a few people that hang out. I got a few regulars, but I know there's more people out there that would enjoy this. I look forward to talking to you then. Take care. I'll wrap things up, close things down. See you guys next time. Have an absolutely awesome week, because I know you will. See you next time.